There he's going. Happy Easter. It's time to dismantle the short block on this 318. Yeah, dismantle, clean, tidy it up a bit, hone it, clean everything, and then reassemble. So let's get into it. So, about to whip into this. Well, this has been a mission. These, I don't know if you can see here, I've had to drill through there and let penetrating oil soak in as I'm levering. As I've levered that, it's all caved in. So I knew this was no good. It's got too much pitting anyway. But just trying to lever this off because these studs. I mean, that's not in the block. It's just jammed in the, still stuck in the housing. It won't come out. But I mean, this is knackered anyway. I'll keep levering it off and yeah, see how I go with that. So it's probably no good. One thing I've noticed with these early 70s Chryslers, this happened on my 440 and on my 383 and now the 318. So a bit of a pain. That crank has to go to the shop and get a knurl put on the front of it. So here's I think it's Rollmaster, this one. It's a tighter fit, but still not, it's not an interference fit like it should be. So, yep, I'll have to go to the shop and that surface will have to have a little nail put on it. So, I mean, my 383 is a 69. It was like it. My 440 is a 73. It was like it. Now this, I can't find a casting date on this thing, but I'm guessing, well, the heads are 70-ish. They're 69 to 70. 69 to 72, I think. But anyway, yeah. So what we got here, I find interesting. lead copper, lead copper, lead copper, lead copper, Lu tin. Check the back of the shell too, it's got different part number on it, so it's a mismatched set. I wonder why. They're both, or they're all 10 under, but it's a mismatched set. Seems a strange thing. The fact that they use a rope seal here, that surprises me, but whatever. Yeah, right. Let's have a look at the bores. Alright. Wipe this one out. They don't look too bad. Didn't wipe that one out yet. This is the one that was rusty. All I've done is wiped it out and hit it with WE-40. So, I don't know. Should clean up pretty easy. This one looks like it's had a bit of rust in it too. I don't know if that's just gack or if that's rust, but anyway. Looks repairable. Should get me through a roadworthy anyway. Well, I've had a bit of a go at this. So we're starting to see that one's probably the worst. I'm actually surprised. This, I mean, you can't see. Wait a second. This was the one that was getting water in it, and it's actually not that bad. It's got a few ugly marks, but in terms of wear, it's this one that's the worst. It's number 5. So, I mean, yeah, a bit of a, tidy that up a bit and you can see. But, I don't know. I basically just want to, I'm not trying to alter anything, I just want to give it a surface finish. And go from there. And then, you know, once we got some decent crosshatch in there, just give it a good clean and, I suppose, pull the cam out too. But yeah. Right. Yeah. There you go. So I set the drill at the speed that I want with some tape. Now I'll get on and whiz it a bit. Alright, well, got the left hand bank to the point where I'm sort of happy with it. These are untouched. If you can see, you can't really see it on camera, but there's just a sort of a bluey coloured glaze. Yeah, that one you can see it. Bluey coloured glaze on them. So basically I just want to break the glaze off. Put some crosshatch back in there so that the rings can seat again. Get some decent ring seal. But at the same time, up in the top of the ring travel, we've just got, it's funny that before you start honing, you can feel a little, just catches your fingernail. Then once you hone it, you can see it, but you can't feel it. So obviously just a couple of thou and nothing much you can do about it. Well, I mean, I could rebuild the whole block, but not gonna happen. Alright. Can just see on the longitudinal sort of scratch marks. I don't know if you can see it properly in here, but just the bluey haze, the sort of a stony blue, just, yeah, the glaze in these bores. It's yeah, see the longitudinal scratches again. This engine's got all the signs of an engine that's been real hot for a long period of time. So it's been run hot, you know, well, maybe not real hot, but it's been run for long periods of time too hot. So we'll see how this next one looks. And I mean, You can see at the top of the ring travel. Yeah, just you can see there. Yeah. If I had a dingle ball hone, that'd look much nicer, but whatever. This you can't pick up with your fingernail, but this is the first one that you can actually pick up. So it's worse than the others in terms of, you know, wearing the top of the ring travel, but well, is what it is. Alright, so can't see that bloody light's too bright. There we are. 2 and 6 have got worse scratches, and 4 has the worst ring wear. Well, number 8's a bit better than the others. Holy moly. It's 1,000 times better. There are some longitudinal scratch marks, and there is a little, what do we got here? A little bit of pitting that obviously got some rust in there at some stage, but it's way better. I mean, it's got a little bit of ring travel wear over there, but compared to these other ones, that's $1 million. I know it makes me want to spend more time in these. So anyway, yeah, definitely go back over the others now, I think. Holy moly. Well, I went back through them and I found not a lot. Yeah, not that much in it. Oh, I don't think they look any better, that's for sure. But yeah, I'll keep cleaning up now. Pull the dowels out of the deck surface and draw file them. I've got a brake cylinder hone. I might just give the lifter bores a once over, just in case, you know. Other than that, clean it real good. Right. Spun it over. Can't take the cam out, and I mean, again, everything in this motor. Look at the dust coming out of there is Loctite. But I did happen to notice, can't get it out because it's Loctited in, but that is a copper bolt. I noticed the head design was slightly different to the others. And as I'm pulling it out, I see nice, shiny copper. Of course, it's stuck to the cam retainer plate with Loctite, because they've Loctited. Oh man, Loctited everything in this motor, including the rod nuts, like rod bolt nuts. What the hell would you Loctite them for anyway? And why would you use a copper bolt to hold the cam in? It seems pretty stupid. Anyway, keep going. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Oh, yuck. Why is that so? Oh, man. Oh, man, that is wrong. What is the matter with some people? Oh, so unimpressed. I can't believe they even put that in there and ran that like that. That's disgusting. Well, the original cam that came out of it is actually, it's a thou larger on the rear journal, and thou larger than, this is the comp cam that came in the blown up 360. It still wouldn't fit, wouldn't go in by hand, wouldn't turn over by hand, but I give it a bit of Scotch-Brite in the rear. Well, the rear bearing had scuff marks on it, so I'm guessing that's, you know, I just took that as a sign that that's the rear bearing that's the problem. Still tight, so I'll clean it all up. I've just got oil. I did use a bit of assembly lube, Cleveite assembly lube, but that just makes it worse because it's even stickier, you know. So I just got engine oil in there at the moment. And yeah, just still too stiff, so I'll give it a little touch in each of the bearings with Scotch-Brite again. But I mean, early 70s, late 60s, early 70s Chryslers are always undersizing the cam tunnel. If you're going to do a rebuild, you got to hone the cam tunnel. It's simple. And obviously the bloke who did this rebuild has no frigging clue about Chryslers, so he didn't do it. And you know, I actually had to lever the camshaft out. I couldn't turn it by hand, and I had to lever it out. It was that jammed in. So I mean, that's possibly our overheating problem. I mean, the amount of friction there, the amount of hard work poor little engine was doing to turn that bloody camshaft. Anyway, well, the cam turns freely, so that's good. That's one thing off the list. Next, all the machine shops are busy. And I don't really want to wait anyway, so I'm going to linish my crankshaft the tightwad way. Righto, fresh shiny journals. Put a little bottle brush through all the oil holes. Now I might chuck the main bearings in, lube them up a bit, check end play. Well, as I was mucking around with it, I noticed a little tight spot, and yeah, so just as I'm working my way back, just take a cap off, clean it, inspect it, take a cap off, clean it, inspect it. They're all good, no drama, no no signs of wear or scuff marks, except for the rear. Before I unbolted the caps, I checked run out at the front with a dial indicator, 0 run out. Because the rear main had a scuff mark on it when I cleaned it up. I checked it, it's got a thou run out. I've checked the journal itself, the seal surface, and even the rear flange. They're all just one thou run out. So that's in spec. Just gave a little bit of a tight spot as I was rotating the crank. So yeah, I knew something was up, but one thou, it's in spec anyway, so happy days. Righto, I don't know if you can see this on camera, but just there's a little radial scratch, and the same, you can see this one there. So I'm going to have to go back over, those two are the only ones that are marked. I'm going to have to go back over the Linish. Gone through and mic'd it all up, different, put the caps on, and it's all good, it's all in specs, so that's good. I guess now I'll pull all this out, pull the cam out, and I've got to drill the, the cam bearings. Got to drill down here and here, and then up here and over on the other bank, where they've installed the cam bearings, they're slightly clocked out and in the wrong spot. So the oil hole on one of them in particular, oil hole that feeds, it might be number 4, feeding the cam, it's only got just the tiniest amount of the hole, available to feed the cam oil. So it's going to have to be fixed. It's going to have to be bored so that it gives nice flow of oil up to the rockers. So that's the next deal. So here we go. Draw file the deck surfaces. I'm going to put the dowels back in actually before I forget. I was going to clean out these oil return holes, but they're pretty clear and pretty unobstructed. And I just drilled another one there and there. So over here you got 3, and on this side you only got 2. You can see this. 2 from the factory, so I've added another couple small ones on this side. Get rid of the oil out of there, because there's nowhere for that oil to go. And at the back here, well, it's not so bad, but anyway. Yeah, I've been through and chased all the head bolt threads, a 1/2 inch tap, and took 9/16 drill and just took a single thread out, and all the head bolts, just to help as the block distorts that little bit, helps the head gasket clamp. But yeah, pretty well ready to clean by the looks of it. I'm pretty happy with it. It's pretty decent. I've been across it with a straight edge, and it's a little high there or a little low there. It's generally pretty flat. It's not bad. So well, it's in spec anyway. It's Felpro gaskets are over 40 thou thick anyway, so take a couple of thou well and truly. So looking good. Righto. There she is. all cleaned down, hot soapy water, and then blew it out with a gurney, and then into it with the high pressure hose and high pressure air and pipe cleaners and bottle brushes and all the rest. Now she's just lubed up and ready to get wrapped up and assembled. So that's us for a minute. I mean, I'll keep onto it, but this video is getting too long, so yeah. I suppose next one's assembly. She's ready to rock, so should be good.